Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are jumping into 5 anatomy questions that every medical coder should know. Anatomy is not just a subject you should memorize, it's the foundation of medical coding. If you don't understand where structures are located, how the body works, or what each system does, you'll struggle with CPT and ICD. That's why anatomy is essential for medical coding and especially for the CPC exam. As you know, in the CPC exam, you will get 4 anatomy questions, and getting all 4 correct is a huge advantage. So grab your notebook, stay with me till the end, and let's see how many you get right. Let's start with question 1. Calcium, potassium, and sodium belong to which category of substances? Option A, androgens. Option B, catecholamines. Option C, electrolytes. And option D, estrogens. The correct answer is option C, electrolytes. Calcium, potassium, and sodium are essential minerals which help regulate fluid balance, nerve impulses, and muscle function. So, they are classified as electrolytes. Second question. Which structural protein helps strengthen the skin and makes it water resistant? Option A, collagen. Option B, elastin. Option C, keratin. And option D, melanin. The right answer is keratin. Keratin forms a tough protective layer in the epidermis which provides durability and waterproofing. Make a note of all this. Next question. What is the name of the capillary network located within each nephron of the kidney? Option A, efferent arteriole. Option B, glomerulus. Option C, loop of Henle. And option D, renal pelvis. The right answer is option B, glomerulus. Glomerulus is a cluster of capillaries responsible for filtering blood during urine formation. Let us move on to the fourth question. What term describes the wave-like muscular contractions that move food through the digestive tract? Option A, absorption. Option B, emulsion. Option C, peristalsis. Option D, regurgitation. If you choose peristalsis, you're absolutely right. Peristalsis involves rhythmic contractions of smooth muscle that propel food along the GI tract. Okay? That is gastrointestinal tract. Let us move on to the last question. Which condition results from improper functioning of the esophageal sphincter? Option A, Crohn's disease. Option B, esophageal varices. Option C, gastroesophageal reflux disease. And option D, pyloric stenosis. The right answer is option C, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Gastroesophageal reflux disease occurs when the lower esophageal sphincter fails to close properly, which allows stomach acid to flow backward into the esophagus. It causes persistent heartburn, chest pain, and potential esophageal damage. Symptoms may also include difficulty swallowing or feeling a lump in the throat. If today's practice helped you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next set of high-yield coding questions. And if you're preparing for the CPC exam, keep going. You are building the knowledge and confidence you need to pass. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.